He went to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to the King of Kings. And there he is not a King of Kings. Huh? There he is not a King of Kings. لا تحسبن الله غافلا عما يعمل الظالم. Anyway, so Kisra sent his messenger to the Khalifa of Muslims, Umar ibn al-Khattab radiallahu anhu. And the man came to Medina looking, where is that ruler? Where is your Khalifa? Where is the king of your nation? Apparently, it was not a prayer time. So they told him, look under some tree around the masjid, you'll find him sleeping. Umar, Khalifa, ruling earth, all the way from Persia, almost to Africa, all the way to... where will you find him? Under a tree sleeping. وراع, the poet says, وراع صاحب كسرى لما رأى عمرا بين الرعية عطلا وهو راعيها وعهده بملوك الفرس أن لها سورا من الجند والأحراس يحميها. Of course, يعني the meaning of this is the messenger of Kisra, when he looked at Umar, they said, this is the Khalifa. He's sleeping under the tree. He started shaking. Why? Because he's used عهده بملوك الفرس. He realizes the kings of Persia at that time, what were they? They have barriers and barriers of soldiers protecting them from what? From their tyranny and injustice. From their tyranny and injustice. عدلت فأمنت فنمت. He told them, you ensure justice, social justice and equality, عدلت فأمنت, you became safe. فنمت, that's why you're sleeping under the tree. Now, going back to, this is, I don't want to go off the topic, but going back to Pharaoh, Pharaoh became this tyrant and money and power and all this thing. Why not? إن الإنسان ليطغى أن رآه استغنى. طيب. Musa alayhi salam, the narrator, many people, Mufassirin, ulama, they say that Musa alayhi salam went to Pharaoh, to the palace of Pharaoh, of course. And of course the security guards of Pharaoh, they claim that he is God. So Musa alayhi salam is telling the security before he gets to Pharaoh, there's no way to get to Pharaoh. He tells them that I have a message to Pharaoh. They look at him. The security of Pharaoh, look at this. They look at Musa, they see Musa what? A man, rough beard, rough clothing, a poor man. And they say, you, like this, you want to see a Rabb? You want to see the Lord? He insists, he says, yes, I have a message for him from the creator of the worlds, etc., etc., etc. Anyway, after a while, they keep him standing. What kind of person you are? And if you really are. Anyway, they let him into the majlis of Pharaoh. And Pharaoh looks at him. The Quran talks to us about this. أَمْ أَنَا خَيْرٌ مِنْ هَذَا الَّذِي هُوَ مَهِينٌ وَلَا يَكَادُ يَبِينُ. And talks, فَلَوْلَا نُزِلَ عَلَيْهِ أَسْوَرَةٌ مِنْ ذَهَبٍ. If he was truly, Pharaoh looks at Musa and looks at the people around him. Of course, you have the ministers and you have the security guards and the officers around Pharaoh. All these people with all these chips on the shoulders. Now, they look at Musa, and Pharaoh says, the Quran says about Pharaoh, if he was truly a messenger of Allah, the Creator, why didn't he have aswara min dhahab? Why didn't he have chains of gold around him? In other words, if you are truly a representative of God, you're saying who is the supreme, the superior. Why don't you have all these things that show that you're really worthy? You see the point? Pharaoh is looking at Musa from what eye? From the eye of the head, not from the eye of the heart. Why? Because his heart is blind. He can only evaluate people on what his eyes see, not what his heart sees. Because his heart is not seeing that what is in front of him is Nabiyullah Musa alayhi salam. That's why many people nowadays also evaluate people based on the Pharaoni idea. How much money do you have? That's how much you are worthy to me. The Quran talks about that. Basically, that's how Pharaoh evaluates people. Now, of course, that's how he did it. So people nowadays, how much money do you have? How much gold is around your neck? Then you are worthy. If you're not, then alaykum salam. I'll see you some other time. Otherwise, become close friends. The people that were following Pharaoh, now Pharaoh went after Musa with the soldiers, everybody. قالوا إننا لمدركون. The Quran talks about. Again, I'm trying to take you through phases and phases of the seerah of the Anbiya or Nabi al-A'zam sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, which we'll get to inshallah, so we can see which vision is on, which vision is off, and to see where the truth is. Musa and his people are running. Bani Israel, the mu'mineen from Bani Israel are running. Everyone is running towards the sea. And why? Because they are being persecuted by who? Pharaoh and his soldiers. قالوا إننا لمدركون. The people around Musa, what did they say? They said, uh-oh, they're going to follow us. Why? Number one, the sea is in front of us. The Red Sea is right in front of us. There's only, we're getting close. And these people are following us with everything they have. So eventually they're going to catch up with us. And we are going to what? We're going to be killed. Notice at Musa alayhi salam. قال كلا. He says, no. Inna ma'i Rabbi. Allah is with me. And what happens, of course, what the soldiers and the people of Pharaoh who were following Musa alayhi salam and his people did not realize that the stick that Musa alayhi salam was carrying, that cane that Musa alayhi salam was carrying that was helping him walk, they didn't realize if he hit that ocean with the stick and cane, it will turn into a two-way highway, going all the way and coming back as well if they wanted to notice. Why? Because they looked at that cane from what? It's a cane, it's only a stick. اضرب بعصاك. The Quran comes, turns this, no problem. Is this a problem? Allah huwa khaliqul kainat. Yani oftentimes we want to limit, of course not Muslims, but other people. They want to limit or subjugate the Creator to the creation, which are the laws of physics He created. And the laws of physics are what? His creation, Jalla Jalaluh. The laws of physics are subjugated to Him, not He is subjugated to the laws of physics. Of course, again, because they couldn't see that Musa alayhi salam is Nabiullah, and because he's Nabiullah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala facilitates for him. Let me take you to one more example. Al-Hijrah. Al-Hijrah and the migration of the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, as you all know, is something that's very valuable in the life of every Muslim. Yani migration happened again due to oppression and tyranny from Mecca. And the people of Mecca did not give any Muslim a chance. They confiscated their properties. They murdered people. They persecuted people simply for saying La ilaha illallah. And Islam is peaceful in its initial stage and its final stage, unlike the popular opinion. But Islam did not come to kill people. And Islam did not come to confiscate life from people. And Islam came to give life to people, to give people hope, growth, and opportunity, so they can live and become a valuable and an active member of any society, really, not only this society. And Islam did not come with hate, and Islam came with mercy. That's why Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, Allah describes him as وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَاكَ إِلَّا رَحْمَةً لِلْمُسْلِمِينَ Not only for the Muslims, and of course many people with the narrow-mindedness that we want to limit all these things. Why do you want to limit the mercy that Allah sent to every single creation, not only to mankind, but to the plants and to the trees and to the birds and to the fish in the ocean? And Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam was a mercy for them as well. Is that wonderful? Is that something good? That fairy tales? All of you know, when the rocks, the hasa, were making tasbih in his hand, sallallahu alayhi wa rocks that we view, of course now we will be in conflict with biologists, because biologists say that, of course, everything that is life is supposed to have basically to be a living thing, then you have to have certain attributions of things. But is that true? We believe that. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In kullu shay'in illa yusabbihu bihamdih. Everything